So, welcome everybody. So, I'm doing part 2 of a class that started yesterday. So it's called moving from and resting in the still point. So the still point is at the heart space, but we're actually going to use kumbhaka and retention to find that still point twice in each breath. So kumbhaka comes from the word kumbha, which means a pot, and it's your torso that's the pot, and it contains energy. So the inner, when you breathe in, and then we pause, and we should naturally do that because it's very good for the nervous system, but often we don't. That's called antar. And when you exhale, it's called baha, a kumbhaka. And we're going to look at, towards the beginning and at the end of class, Savitri. So if you see this little wave here, this shows our normal breath where there's just a slight pause before we breathe out and then a slight pause before we breathe in. But when you start to really focus on the breath, those pauses here get longer. You can see here they're getting longer and longer. And this is what advanced yoga is. So the longer you can pause the breath, the stiller the mind becomes. So we're going to sort of bring attention to the pauses, and we're going to feel them here at the heart space, which is the still point. So we'll start lying down. For this one, we started sitting in part 1. So just lie down and let the knees bend, soles of the feet on the floor. And we're just going to start by working with the arms where we use the Sukha pranayama, and we'll slowly add in a pause. So inhale, sweep the arms up and over for a count of 4. And exhale for 4. So there's just a real momentary pause, just a split second at the top and at the bottom of the breath. Increase the count to 5. Start to notice more of a pause. So we're not counting the pauses, I just want you to be aware of them. And just notice that there's no rush to breathe out, and neither is there any rush to breathe in. So sort of really focusing, once you've done the count in and out, on the pause. Good. Increasing to 6. We're going to add a counting for the pause now. So I want you to count the pauses for 3. Going to inhale for 6. Good. Now let's jump to 8. Breathe in for 8. So slow the breath down. Hold the breath in for 4. Exhale for 8. Hold the breath out for 4. Good, let the hands rest. Let the knees rest against each other. Take the feet nice and wide. Interlace the fingers, bring them above the crown of the head. And let your attention focus on the point in the center of the chest, Anahata chakra. We're going to breathe in for 8 again. Breathe in. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 8. Hold out for 4. If you find that that counts too much, do 6-3, or you can even do 4-2. But when you come to the pauses, I want you to really be aware of the still point at the center of the chest. Lovely. Release the arms. Take the arms out to the side. Take the feet nice and wide. So we're going to release the count, but I want you to observe a pause at the top of the breath and at the end of the breath out. So we're not going to rush from side to side. Take a breath in. Notice the natural pause. And then when you're ready, exhale the knees to the right and head to the left. Hold the breath out. Breathe in again. Hold it in. And then exhale, knees to the left. Lovely. Keep going. And pay attention to any tendency to rush the movements. I want you to really notice the pauses. So the breath is almost like when you're standing on a beach and you're looking out to the tide and you can see the wave building, and that's the inhale. And then there's a moment of pause before it crashes and becomes the exhale, forming the wave towards the beach. And then you get that slight pullback sound and a pause before you inhale again. Lovely. Bring the right knee towards you, interlace the hands on the shin. Stretch the left leg away. So same attention to the breath. Take a breath in. Notice the natural pause. Be aware of the still point, observing the pauses. Exhale, head to knee. Pause before you breathe in and lower again. And keep going. Lovely. Now bring the left hand to the outer edge of the right knee, right arm out to the side. Same focus on the pauses and attention at the heart space. Breath in. Pause before you move into the exhale and bring the knee across. And then we're going to hold the movement and observe those spaces of stillness at the top of the breath and at the end of the breath out. Come back to center and slide the right leg away. Bring the left knee towards you. Take a breath in, observe the pause at the top of the breath in. Exhale when you're ready. Observe the pause before you breathe in again and lower. Lovely. Take the right hand to the outer edge of the left knee, left arm out to the side. Breath in first, pause. And as you exhale, let the knee come across the body. Turn the gaze to the left and hold. Check there's no tension in the jawline. And that you're not rushing into each new breath or to release it. Just allow the pauses to be natural. And be aware that it brings you into this still point at the heart space. Come back to center. Bring both knees towards you, one hand on each knee, and circle very slowly the knees in opposite circles. Notice the natural pauses. Allow yourself to naturally start to drop into the still point with your awareness at the heart space. Change directions. Lovely. Now keep the knees together. We'll use the movement for the back of the legs and the arms. And again, observing the pauses. Inhale, sweep the arms over and the legs up. Pause as you pull the toes towards the face. Exhale when you're ready. Bend the knees, let the hands come back. And pause, keep going. So what we're doing is we are stilling the fluctuations of the mind, which is the second sutra of Patanjali, and it's the purpose of yoga. So the physical yoga, the asana, is great for keeping the body vehicle healthy. And the breath work starts to still the noise of the mind. Going to keep the legs extended and the arms over. Exhale, really push the heels to the ceiling, draw the tummy muscles in, press the sacrum into the floor. Let the hands come behind the head. Take a breath in and pause. And then exhale and lift the forehead towards the knees. Inhale to lower when you're ready. Pausing and then exhale again. Lovely, release the knees. Next exhale, come into coil. pause. Inhale, lower the feet, sweep the arms over. Slight pause. Exhale, push up. Into bridge. Pause. And keep going. So it's almost as if we're seeking out the pauses in between the breaths. Just allowing ourselves to move into a deeper stillness. Lovely. And roll over to one side. Bring yourself round into cat. Have your bricks handy. So you use them to get into the legwork a bit deeper. So again, let's seek out the pauses at the heart space. So although the pauses are at the top of the breath and at the end of the breath, we're observing them from the centre of the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Next inhale, extend the right leg out. And exhale, squeeze. Make sure you pause momentarily. Chained legs. Notice how, because we're really observing the pauses, that the muscles are working a bit harder. Last one. Lovely. Same observation of the breath. Twisting cat. Take a breath in. Slide the left arm under, right arm up as you exhale. When you're ready, breathe back in, push to centre. So in order for me to teach, I have to have a particular rhythm, but yours might be different. You might take longer, or it might be shorter, but just feel into the pauses. Let's do one more each side. Come back up. Bring the hands to the corner of the mat. Excuse me. And walk the knees back so they're just slightly behind the hips. The bottom stays up. Inhale, look up. Pause. Exhale, lower and pause. Turn the head to one side. When you're ready, breathe in, look up. And exhale. Lovely. Come back into cat. Exhale into down dog. Notice on the exhale when you pause, there's a squeeze and the tummy starts to draw in towards the body and upwards, and this is the kumbhaka, so the held out breath where you start to move towards Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, drop the knees, look up, let the belly relax completely. Exhale. Hold the breath out, feel the tummy going in and up. Good. And again, keep going. Good, now hold down dog. We're going to step the right leg through, take the bricks. If you haven't got bricks and you don't need them, then you don't need to use them. We're just going to use it to, so you can just work here like this if you want to. Sometimes it just gives you a little bit more support. So hop the legs in. I want to work more into the legs. Take a breath in, look up. Pause. So even though the eyes are open, your attention's at the heart space in each of the pauses. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Rest in the pause. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. And you might find you want to take that back leg further back. Slowly releasing into the stretch and then pausing in it. Good, release the bricks, step back. Heel out the feet, keep observing the pauses. Be aware of slowing everything down. So you pause into the heel as you press it into the floor. Good, step through on the left leg, use bricks if you need to. Nice long stance, inhale, looking up slightly. Exhaling, straightening the front leg as best as you can. Keep bringing the mind back to the focus, the intention of the class, which is the still point at the heart, being aware of both of the pauses in the breath. Lovely. Now from here, step the back leg forward so you end up at the front of the mat. Hold the forward fold. Very slowly, earth, horizon, sky, observing the pauses. Inhale, lift the gaze to the horizon. Exhale to the earth. Inhale all the way up. Pausing. Exhale. So what it helps us do when we really connect to the pauses is it helps us observe that maybe naturally we are quite frantic and that actually it's okay to slow down. Just allow that exhalation to be a sense of totally surrendering and letting go. See if you can increase the pauses. And it might be that the exhale is longer than the inhale, that's fine, but just observing them. Lovely, all the way up. Down through the midline this time. Make sure you're right at the front of the mat. So we're going to do the sun salutes in the same way. So rather than constantly flowing, we're going to pause in each section and then bring our attention to the heart. Hands to the heart space. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Look up. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Drop the knees if you need to. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Down dog. Step through with the right leg, breath in. Hold at the top. Exhale. All the way up. Hold. Exhale. Hold, attention at the heart. Be aware of the still point. And again, breathing in. Exhale. Left leg back, breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Hold the breath out. Forwards into plank, dropping the knees if you need to. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. If the pauses are too long for you, then listen to your own intuitive instruction. Good, now this time, bring the hands down into the heart space. Let's take 3 breaths here with the eyes closed. Feel the still point and the pauses. Good. Next breath in, sweep all the way out. Interlace the fingers, push the palms to the ceiling. Exhale. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to center. And to the left. Back to center. Squeeze the elbows down, lift the breastbone. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg back. This time we're going to sweep up into a warrior 1. Breathe in and pause. Breathe out, down dog. Forwards into plank. Pause. Exhale, sweep the left arm up, tip the heels to the right. Inhale back to center. Pause. Exhale, heels tip to the left, right arm goes up. Back to center, breathe in. Breathe out. This time we'll do 3 cobras. Focus on the pauses. Breathe in. Tuck the toes when you're ready. Take a breath in. back into down dog. Feel the pause. Feel the suck of the tummy naturally pulling inwards. Step through on the right leg. Back heel down. We're going to sweep up with the left arm, come into warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, stay as you are. Good. Breathe in. Right elbow down, left arm extends. Exhale, stay as you are. So just amplifying the pauses, and again, come backwards, inhaling. Pause. Exhale. Breathe in, go the other way. Pause. Exhale, stay as you are. Good. Inhale, sweep up, spiral the arms out. Exhale, come onto the back heel. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring the hand into the sacrum. Hold for 3 breaths. Focus on the pauses. Good. Release when you're ready. So coming forwards from here, take a breath in. Exhale into Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale into the heart space to the still point. Take a breath here. Good. Inhale all the way up. Interlace the fingers, push the palms to the ceiling. Exhale. Feel the pause naturally occurring now. Take a breath in again, lengthen up. Over to one side. Center. And the other way. Center. Elbows squeeze, lift the breastbone. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg back. Ready to sweep up the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step it back. Breathe in into plank. Left arm up, heels to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale, sweep the other way. Exhale, lower. 3 cobras in your own time, observing the pauses at the still point. Let the toes tuck, take a breath in again. Pause and then exhale into down dog. Stepping through on the left leg. Back heel drops down. Sweep up with the right arm. Breath in, warrior two. Breath out, stay as you are. Good, inhale. Pause. Exhale, stay as you are. Inhale, go the other way. Pause. Exhale. And do that twice more. Good, next exhale when you're ready. Back heel, pivot up, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Hold the twist. Notice the pauses. Back to center as you inhale. Exhale, lower. Take a breath in, lift the gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Feet step a little further apart. Exhale. Just settle into the squat, close the eyes. Focus on the heart space and the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. So again, see if you can expand the pauses just for a few breaths. Lovely. Now come all the way down. Cross the legs. Pop on layers if you need to. And a comfortable sitting position. So we're going to work with that pause. So we're just using what I would class as a baby comebacker. So some of these holds increase to, holding the breath out, and for 16, 20, 40, well, we never start there because it can be quite dangerous. So we're just going to work with the Savitri to feel the pauses, because once you work with Kumbhaka for a bigger pause, you have to use bandhas with it. So we're just using a baby pause so we can feel that stillness. So spine nice and straight. Let's block the right nostril with the hand, just very gently, right hand. Left hand in chin mudra, so thumb and index finger together to form that little loop. And we'll just work with the 6-3, which is to balance and regulate the emotional body. So breathe in for 6. Pause for 3. Feel the beat at the heart. Exhale for 6. Hold out for 3. Keep going. Lovely. Switch sides. Into the right nostril for 6. Pause in that still point for 3. Breathe out for 6. Pause in the stillness for 3. And keep going. Let the hands come together at the heart space. We're going to do the same rhythm, but we're going to sweep the arms up and bring them back down through the midline. So that final exhale brings us back into the heart space. Breathe in for 6, sweep the arms up. Pause at the top for 3. Exhale through the midline for 6. Pause for 3. And again, breathe in. And one more. Let the hands rest in the lap. Pay attention to the center of the chest, to the still point. We're not going to count the breath now. I just want you to observe the natural breath, but observe it from this, it's like a viewing platform in the center of the body, the observer. Notice that there's an opportunity twice in every breath cycle to rest in the stillness. And then what you might notice is the breath almost stops completely, naturally. just becomes much more shallow. And be aware of that deep stillness within you. Where there's no need to do anything, to be anywhere. Just allowing this deep stillness to support you. Let the hands come to the heart space last time. Breathe in, sweep the arms up, slight pause. Down through the midline. And namaste.